Good Friday morning, the first major shakeup inside the Trump administration.
Kristi Noem out as Secretary of Homeland Security. It is March 6th. This is Today. Fired. President Trump replacing one of the most controversial members of his cabinet. Kristi Noem's dismissal coming after a tumultuous year of immigration crackdowns and missteps being hailed by both sides of the aisle.
One of the worst administrative leaders I've ever seen is gone.
She has completely destroyed the high ground that Republicans had.
This morning, new details on what led to her firing and the man now set to replace her. Breaking overnight, raging on. New attacks and counterattacks as the U.S. and Israel forge ahead with the war in Iran, now entering its 7th day and spreading across the Middle East. Just ahead, what President Trump is telling NBC News about the chances of a ground invasion and his vision for Iran's future. Going up, the impact of the war being felt here at home. Gas prices jumping again overnight, rising 34 cents in a single week and expected to keep climbing. Some drivers now waiting in long lines to fill up.
It was expected, so we got to get gas.
We'll break it all down. Path of destruction. Multiple tornadoes ripping across the South overnight. Millions at risk for even more severe weather today. Al will have the full forecast, including what you can expect this weekend. Door to door. FBI agents returning to Nancy Guthrie's neighborhood as the search enters day 34. The very latest on the investigation, and we'll take you inside Savannah's emotional return to Studio 1A, filled with love, hugs, and hope. Also, the heartfelt message she shared about coming back to her Today family. Those stories plus spring forward, Americans getting set for this weekend's time change and the great debate it always brings. Do we really still need daylight saving? This morning, the new push to shorten that clock shift from an hour to just 30 minutes. And wild about Harry.
One time is alright. Two times is one too many.
Harry Styles' long-awaited album dropping overnight as the music superstar and fans all around the world prepare for that one-night-only concert event.
I need got some work.
We'll have everything you need to know as we dance into the weekend. Today, Friday, March 6th, 2026.
From NBC News, this is Today with Savannah Guthrie and Craig Melton. From Studio 1A in Rockefeller Plaza.
And a very good morning to you. Welcome to Today on this Friday morning. Glad you're starting your weekend with us. Lord Jared is here while Savannah continues to spend time with her family. It's a busy Friday. Let's get right to it. Let's start with the latest on the war with Iran. Israel overnight launching a wave of intense attacks on Tehran and Beirut. And it comes as President Trump, in an exclusive interview with NBC News, says a ground invasion in Iran would be a, quote, waste of time.
Meantime, the economic effects of the war already being felt here in the U.S. A major drop in the stock market and a big spike in gas prices. We're going to break it all down in just a moment.
But we are going to start with that major shakeup at the Department of Homeland Security. Secretary Kristi Noem fired after months of scrutiny over mass deportations and a series of contentious hearings on Capitol Hill this week. We've got it all covered for you. We'll start with NBC's senior White House correspondent, Garrett Haake. Garrett, good morning.
Hey, Craig, good morning. When I spoke to President Trump last night, he told me there was no single reason he decided to replace Kristi Noem at the Department of Homeland Security, and he praised the work that she had done on the border. But his frustration was plainly evident at her Senate testimony this week, in which she claimed she had his blessing for a more than $200 million ad campaign starring herself. And now Noem is the first cabinet secretary to be fired in this second Trump term.
Kristi Noem out as head of Homeland Security, the first cabinet member to be fired in President Trump's second term. The president announcing her firing on social media. The news coming as Noem was on stage at a law enforcement conference. She did not address the firing. An administration official tells NBC News the move was due to a culmination of Noem's, quote, many unfortunate leadership failures. Most recently, a grilling on Capitol Hill over a $220 million border security ad campaign that featured her prominently.
But if you come here the right way,
your American dream can be as big as these endless skies.
Pressed over whether the president approved it.
Did the president know you were going to do this?
Yes.
He did.
Yes.
But last night in a phone interview, President Trump telling me about the spending, quote, I wasn't thrilled with it. I spent less money than that to become president. I didn't know about it. Noem's place in the administration became increasingly unstable following the fatal shootings of two Americans, Renee Good and Alex Preddy, by federal agents during immigration operations in Minneapolis. The former secretary also heavily criticized for purchasing a luxury plane that DHS claimed would be used for deportation flights, and also under scrutiny in Congress for allegations of an inappropriate relationship with a subordinate staffer, Corey Lewandowski, which she called tabloid garbage. The news of her departure drawing bipartisan praise.
Kristi Noem is gone. Good riddance.
She has completely destroyed the high ground that Republicans had.
The president naming Republican Senator Markwayne Mullin of Oklahoma to the post, who was caught off guard by the timing of the announcement.
When did you find out, sir? A little bit before you guys did.
Mullin, a former MMA fighter, served for a decade in the House before he won a 2022 special election in the Senate.
Noem responded to her firing with a social media post thanking the president for moving her into a new special envoy role and highlighting her work to secure the border. As for Mullin, he'll now need Senate approval to take over that top DHS spot, which will take a couple of weeks. And his department is still shut down this morning amid that standoff with Democrats over its funding. Craig?
Garrett Haake starting us off from the White House there. Garrett, thank you. Let's bring in Kristen Welker now, moderator of Meet the Press. Kristen, good Friday to you. So Kristi Noem is out. The ouster, though, coming at a critical time for the administration and the Department as well of Homeland Security. Talk to us about what comes next, Kristen.
Well, Craig, first, the focus will be on getting President Trump's pick to replace Noem. Senator Markwayne Mullin confirmed. You just heard Garrett talk about that. A top leadership aide in the Senate telling me the plan is to move swiftly with his confirmation process. Look, he is someone who is focused on building bipartisan relationships, even holding workout sessions with his fellow senators of both parties. But to that other question, how will all of this impact Democrats partially shutting down the government over their demands that there are real changes to ISIS tactics? Well, one indication is the reaction from House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries, who says a change in personnel is not sufficient and there has to be a change in policy. So Craig and Laura expect that fight to continue.
Kristen, now a week since the war with Iran started, how is it affecting the president's standing with his base?
Well, look, the president has argued that the war is ahead of schedule and is promising the U.S. is going to get out in a matter of weeks. But there is skepticism, Laura, here at home. Our latest NBC News poll showing 54% of Americans disapprove of the president's handling of Iran, while 41% approve. And there have been some vocal critics in his MAGA base, there's no doubt about it, who say, look, this war goes against his promise to get the U.S. out of foreign conflicts, though his administration argues his base is still strong overall. But with midterms looming and Republicans fighting to hold on to control of Congress, the challenge for the party is, does the focus on Iran distract from their key message of affordability? But the longer this war stretches out, the more it runs the risk of complicating the president and his party's political standing. We'll have to see how it all plays out. Laura and Craig.
Kristen Welker. Kristen, thank you. And of course, Kristen will have much more on Sunday. If it's Sunday, it's Meet the Press. This Sunday, the results of our brand new NBC News poll and an exclusive interview with the aforementioned House Democratic leader Hakeem Jeffries.
Meantime, there is breaking news overnight when it comes to that war with Iran. Israel now carrying out a new wave of airstrikes targeting sites in both Tehran and Beirut, Lebanon. Iran responding with a flurry of counterattacks. Meantime, President Trump is speaking out on the future he sees for Iran as the conflict continues to impact gas prices here at home. We have two reports, starting with NBC's chief foreign correspondent Richard Engel in Tel Aviv for us. Richard, good morning.
Good morning, Laura. So this building behind me was hit overnight as Iran says it, too, is intensifying its military campaign and is firing new types of more powerful missiles.
The Pentagon released new video, including a fighter jet targeting an Iranian drone-carrying ship, as the U.S. and Israeli militaries say they're targeting Iran's missiles, security forces, and senior leaders 24/7. A video analysis by the New York Times suggests the U.S. was most likely also responsible for hitting an elementary school earlier this week, located near a Revolutionary Guard compound. Iranian officials say more than 165 people were killed. The Pentagon says it's investigating. While Iran keeps firing at Israel and the Gulf, U.S. Central Command says Iran's rate of fire is going down dramatically.
Ballistic missile attacks have decreased by 90% since day one.
The White House's messaging is more theatrical, releasing an unusual Hollywood-style war promotion trailer with combat footage intercut with action movie clips.
Flawless victory.
The dumb, politically correct wars of the past were the opposite of what we're doing here.
The Israeli military says it's now entering a new, more intense phase of this war. The country's top commander, General Eyal Zamir, who led the controversial Gaza war, said, "We have additional surprises." President Trump says the U.S. war against Iran will continue until its government is fundamentally changed, telling NBC News he has ideas for who the next leader should be. Iran's foreign minister telling NBC's Tom Yamas that's none of America's business, and that if the U.S. does invade with ground forces, Iran is ready.
President Trump has not ruled out boots on the ground in Iran. Are you afraid of a U.S. invasion in your country?
No, we are waiting for them.
You are waiting for the U.S. military to invade, the ground troops?
Yes, because we are confident that we can confront them, and that would be a big disaster for them.
Responding to the Iranian foreign minister, President Trump said he's not considering sending in ground troops at this time. Laura?
Richard, thank you.
Well, now to one of the major impacts of this war that's being felt here at home. Gas prices rising even higher overnight, now up more than 33 cents in the week since the start of the war. NBC's senior business correspondent Christine Romans here with that part of the story. We've been talking about gas prices a lot this week because they continue to rise. Where are they right now, and where do we think they're going to continue to go?
It's happening quickly and noticeably. If you've filled up, you have noticed here, you're talking about $3.32 a gallon is the national average from overnight, and that's up dramatically. Yesterday, it was $3.19. Last week, below $3, and a month ago, it was only $2.89. So that is a big advance. That's just the last 7 days. And the feeling is it's going to continue to go up because oil prices are rising so quickly. I'm watching West Texas Intermediate crude oil, and that is now above $85 a barrel. When this crisis began, before this started, it was at 67. Every dollar it rises is about 2.5 cents for a gallon of gas. So watching that math, you can see why gas prices are rising so quickly. And when I look at this quick rise in gas prices, I haven't seen that since 2022 in March when Russia invaded Ukraine. And remember, that was a long, drawn-out period for Americans with higher gas prices, higher energy prices. So, you know, this had been a good part of the inflation story, especially for the White House. Just a little over a week ago, the president was talking about low gas prices in his State of the Union. That's all reversed now.
You've always told me you have to be careful about using the stock market as a barometer for the economy. The stock market is down.
The stock market is down, and it's rattled. Investors are rattled because they don't see an off-ramp for this crisis, this war in the Middle East. And in fact, you're seeing escalation. You're seeing retaliation from the Iranians. You are seeing a Strait of Hormuz that is essentially closed. That is that really critical waterway for so many ships, about 80 ships a day, usually full of oil and fertilizer and natural gas go through the strait, and it's essentially closed. Each one of those dots is a ship that normally is moving and isn't right now. You also have a new concern this morning, guys, about cargo hubs in the Middle East, these airports that have been closed and airspace that has been closed. There's an awful lot of cargo between regions that flies through there. And so that is a problem as well. So you're starting to see little knock-on effects, big knock-on effects of a war in the Middle East.
All right, Christine Romans. Christine, thank you.
Appreciate it, Christine. We do have more to get to this morning, including the latest on the disappearance of Nancy Guthrie. Today, marking 34 days since she went missing. Savannah came back here and visited everyone here in Studio 1A after yesterday's show. We're going to have more on that emotional reunion a little later for you. But first, there are new developments in the search, including the FBI investigators back canvassing Nancy's neighborhood in Tucson. NBC's Liz Kreutz has more on all of that. Liz, good morning.
Hi, Laura. Good morning to you. Yeah, investigators with both the Sheriff's Department and the FBI were back out in Nancy's neighborhood yesterday, going door to door. 3 different homeowners we spoke to told us the investigators this time were specifically asking them if they noticed any issues or disruptions with their internet service the night that Nancy went missing. They say the investigators told them that several people in the area have mentioned glitches with their internet that night. Now, neither the Sheriff's Department nor the FBI have commented on this, but I did ask the sheriff earlier this week in our interview if he believed the suspect may have had a Wi-Fi jammer on him, maybe in his pocket. All he would say is that his investigators, along with the FBI, are looking at every angle of that surveillance video. And we should also note that the homeowners we spoke to said that they were either asleep or not home, so they couldn't say if they had any issues with their internet. Meanwhile, we were back outside Nancy's home yesterday, and we continue to see people showing up, dropping flowers, paying their respects. We spoke to people who live here in Tucson and people who said they're just visiting Tucson, who wanted to come by, pray, and send a message to Savannah and her family. They still have hope and that the family is not alone. Laura.
The work continues there. Liz, thank you. And a reminder, if you have any information that could be helpful, it is not too late. We urge you to call 1-800-CALL-FBI. And again, we will have more on our reunion with Savannah and the touching messages that she shared with all of us in the next half hour.
First, though, let's turn to the weather here for a moment. An outbreak of severe storms in the central part of the country intensifying overnight, spawning tornadoes, torrential rain, flash flooding as well in some places. We're going to get to Al's weekend forecast in just a moment. But first, NBC's George Solis joins us now from Oklahoma. George, good morning.
Greg, good morning to you. We're here in northern Oklahoma at the site of a suspected tornado. And why do we say suspected? Because officials are looking at things like this: downed power lines, mangled metal in various areas. And officials also tragically reporting that a mother and her teenage daughter tragically lost their lives in this storm. Their vehicle said to be about a mile in that field way back there. The sheriff also telling me there's also about 3 miles of power lines here. The cleanup expected to be extensive. Overnight, tornadoes touching down in the southern plains. This large twister spotted tearing across northern Oklahoma. One of several reported in the state, scattering debris. Oklahoma also hit by severe storms.
We got heavy damage down the road and trees blocking paths.
The torrential rain leading to flooding across several states. Parts of Ohio seeing up to 7 inches of rain, causing local creeks and rivers to swell. An animal shelter in Greensburg, Indiana, that normally looks out at green pastures, had to evacuate animals as waters rose dangerously close to the building. A similar scene across southern parts of the state. Some roads washed away. Texas also hit by a tornado and wild weather. Wednesday night's heavy rain turning this structure in Dallas County into a crumbled mess of steel.
There was a buildup of water on the rooftop, and which caused the structure to collapse.
All 7 workers inside managed to escape without injuries. Some parts of the country enjoying warmer than normal temperatures, with some nearly 25 degrees above average for this time of year. Nearly 30 cities expected to hit record highs. Roads here are expected to be treacherous. The sheriff also telling me there's some property damage here on the roadways. Officials urging people to be cautious out here. And unfortunately, the bouts of severe weather not done yet. Officials expecting more weather on the way. Craig?
Yeah, George Solis for us there in northern Oklahoma. George, thank you.
Speaking of which, Al is standing by with more on the storms and what the weekend is going to look like.
That's right, guys. So we had heavy showers and thunderstorms move through last night. Now there's another round of storms, all part of this second system that's going to be coming in. Right now, we're going to be looking at dangerous weather, in enhanced risk of severe weather. 29 million people, Kansas City there to their north, down through Springfield, Missouri, and down on into northern Texas, could be looking at damaging winds of 75 miles or more. Tornadoes, strong possible. Last time we've had 3 days in a row of severe weather threats was July of 2025. So 35 million people tomorrow from Pittsburgh all the way down to Houston and Austin, Texas. Damaging hail 2 inches in diameter or larger, wind gusts of up to 60 miles per hour, and we're talking about tornadoes possible as well. The heaviest rain is going to be down into the Mississippi River Valley, down into the lower Mississippi, with anywhere from 2 to 3 inches. Some areas locally could pick up to 5 inches. We're going to get to your local forecast coming up in the next 30 seconds.
Back now with 7:30 with a look out on our plaza and our friends outside wearing yellow ribbons in the ongoing show of support for Savannah and her family. And we are, of course, wearing them too as Carson and Dylan joins us at the table.
Yeah,
Hi.
Good morning, everybody. And speaking of our dear friend, we want to start this half hour with a moment that deeply touched all of us. That was Savannah's emotional return yesterday, right here in this room to Studio 1A.
Yeah, she took some time to visit with us, our staff, our crew after yesterday's show, and she delivered a heartfelt message on the power of faith and resilience. Amid the search for Nancy Guthrie, the country and our own colleagues have rallied around Savannah and her family to share messages of love and hope. And on Thursday, Savannah surrounded by support in Studio 1A for the first time since Nancy's disappearance. The morning met with a swell of emotions as she embraced our Today Show family, thanking the team for caring about my mom as much as I do. Savannah's inner strength shining through as she spoke, telling us, "I wanted you to know that I'm still standing and I still have hope and I'm still me. I don't know what version of me that will be, but it will be." Savannah, resilient, saying she plans to return to today. "I have every intention of coming back. I don't know how to come back, but I don't know how not to. You're my family, and I would like to try." Then Dylan leading us in a moving prayer for Nancy, saying, "We're here holding hands as a family in a place where we don't understand why this is happening. It is not too bold to ask God for the biggest miracles every day."
We have had a powerful morning.
Also yesterday, Jenna and Chanel opening up about Savannah's plans to come back to the show.
Even though it feels like the hardest thing to do, it's also her home and where she feels so loved, and she is beyond loved here.
I hugged her and I'm like, you know what? You are here and we love you.
Yeah.
Everyone loves you. And whenever you're ready, we are here.
Savannah has spent much of the past 34 days with her family in Arizona, only stepping out in public once to read messages of support. But through it all, she's expressed her deep gratitude online.
We know that millions of you have been praying. So many people have been praying of every faith and no faith at all, praying for her return, and we feel those prayers.
Savannah making it clear, despite this harrowing ordeal, her faith in God has not wavered. "I'm holding on to my faith," she told us. "I still believe. And as my mom would say, where else would I go?" You know, it was such a moving morning yesterday here in Studio 1A. And one of the most moving parts came after Savannah spoke. Dylan Dreyer, certified meteorologist, also apparently a pastor in training. She led us in this spontaneous prayer.
You know, it felt like the right moment for all of us. You know, we all feel so helpless during this situation. When I feel helpless, I pray. And we talk about how the Today Show is a family, and here we were, each of us praying individually. Why not hold hands and send up one big prayer to God? Let's ask for a miracle. He wants to feel needed, right? And so we asked for that miracle, and if you don't ask, you don't receive.
That's right.
But I think we also needed peace and comfort, and prayer does that.
Yes, it does.
And I think Savannah felt our love. As a family, we gave that love to her. It was our gift to her.
And getting a chance to lay eyes on her and her on us, I think we needed to see her as much as...
I don't think people realize how it wasn't planned. It was actually in this room. It happened right here behind us, and it wasn't just us. It was our entire crew. There was 100 people in the room.
And she hugged every single one.
She came into the middle, no speech, spoke from the heart, said like the most perfect words you could ever imagine, and looked every one of this family in the eyes. And I don't think it can be said enough about. I think people watch this show and they think like, oh, these are people that have to like each other for a few hours, and they call themselves a TV family. But we do life together, and there is something very special about this group. And yesterday was, I think, one of the most special days, not just in our lives professionally, but personally.
But also watching her through all the sorrow, through the nightmare, through something that is unspeakable and unthinkable. She's still Savannah. She's still funny. She was still cracking jokes. She was still sarcastic, and she said, "I'm here and I'm still standing."
Her grace is second to none. under pressure.
Yep.
And her faith, she wrote a book about it.
That's right. What
right?
God did. Literally
What
wrote
God,
the
and we know
book.
the answer, right?
Yeah.
Spoiler alert, what God mostly does is love us.
Yeah.
But she's a living example of that. And I just can't say enough incredible things about what an amazing spirit she is.
It was such a fulfilling moment yesterday. We felt full of love, and I hope Savannah felt it, and she feels everything folks are sending to her.
She does. It was.
She talked about coming back. She wants to come back. The timeline unknown, but that was good news too.
It was special. It was good to lay eyes on our friend. And again, thank you to everyone who's been watching and listening and praying. Keep those prayers coming. And again, the phone number is 1-800-CALL-FBI. If you know anything, we still believe in miracles. We will be right back. Back now, 7:40. This morning on In Depth Today, we are going to dive into one of our favorite debates, that twice-a-year conversation that we always have over daylight saving time.
Not sure it's one of our favorites, but it returns on Sunday when clocks across at least most of the country will spring forward by an hour.
NBC's Joe Fryer is here with a closer look at the pros and the cons. I don't know what the pros are, but I hope that you'll tell me.
There are pros and cons. So this debate, whether you like it or not, is actually coming a little sooner this year. March 8th is the earliest possible date for the switch, the first time it has been this early since 2020. Now, the theory, especially when all this started, is that by saving daylight, you're saving energy. But what is the time change doing to our energy? That's why many Americans are divided over that extra hour of sunlight. No matter where you do fall in the argument, experts agree changing our clocks twice a year does have measurable impacts on our health.
It's like clockwork. Every year on the second Sunday of March, time moves forward 1 hour for Americans in 48 states. No matter if you're a night owl or early bird, those 60 minutes will vanish. Daylight savings time. Bad news for many, including pet owners and parents.
Just a reminder to set your clocks back and prepare for a little sleep.
But sacrificing 60 minutes of slumber is worth it for those who dream of more sunshine.
And I'm going to tell you right now, I better not see y'all complaining.
A Gallup poll suggests nearly half of Americans would prefer standard time all year, more light in the morning. Another survey found more than 50% of the nation says their sleep schedule is affected negatively by the seasonal time change.
There's a greater increase of car accidents when this occurs, particularly fatal car accidents, more heart attacks, more strokes, and just people not being as attentive as they could be.
Well, many would love to press snooze on this time shift.
Why are we still doing daylight saving time?
It would require an act of Congress. One Florida lawmaker is the latest to call for a change, proposing a compromise, moving all U.S. time zones forward by 30 minutes and leaving them there for good. At the state level, the Virginia Senate passed a bill last month to end daylight saving time.
This is a bill to stop the madness.
But it requires Maryland and D.C. to introduce similar changes. Some of our neighbors up north in Canada did pass legislation to spring forward for good Sunday.
British Columbia is going to change our clocks just one more time and then never again.
For Americans dreading losing Z's,
it's time for some serious intervention.
There are tools to help, like the app Alarmy, which requires solving math problems before turning it off.
That seems terrible.
My alarm would ring for hours. It would still be ringing right now if I had to do a math problem. Now, a reminder, residents of Hawaii and Arizona already do have the year-round standard time, so they don't have to switch this week. And for the rest of us, we do have some ways to make the transition a little more pleasant. Get some sunlight as soon as you wake up, and then avoid bright lights in the evening. It does take about 3 to 5 days, even up to a week, for us to adjust to this time change.
Daylight saving time is terrible just in general.
Yeah.
But when you have small kids,
The worst.
Yeah.
Oh.
The worst.
Or small animals.
Right.
Because for the farmers, you want to. They follow the sun, not the clock. They want to feed animals at the same real time every day, not have to.
That's a good point.
I thought we were done with this. Like,
No.
I thought we were.
Like clockwork, I will be here twice a year.
Is this so we go? It's lighter, so we go shopping longer. I feel
Yeah,
like
that's
this
one of the
has-
theories, is that if it's lighter at night, we're doing more things. The business community loves that because we are more likely to shop at night. So that's one of the reasons why daylight in the evening is appealing to some, but then there's the health risks on the other.
I mean, true or false? This hasn't made sense since World War I.
Correct.
True.
Okay.
But remember, we did try the switch once briefly in the 70s, and the theory was it didn't work.
Car accidents and all this stuff.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
See you back next year.
I was going to say, we'll see you in a few months when you do the story again. Mr. Roker, where do you fall on daylight savings?
I say leave the clock alone.
Yeah.
But if we're going to wait for Congress, I guess I'll be long gone. So good luck with that. Whoa, because they got so much done already. Anyway, spring forward. Don't forget. One more time, one more reminder. Daylight savings time, 2 a.m. Sunday morning. Okay, numerous record highs. That'll be nice because you'll get a little more heat and sunshine this weekend. In fact, look at this. Chicago today, 71 degrees. That's almost 30 degrees above average. Houston, 83. New York City is still a little on the cool side, but that will change as we head into the weekend on Sunday. But tomorrow, D.C., you're at 72. New Orleans, 83. Rockford, Illinois, we're going to be about 63 degrees. And look at this. We're into the mid to upper 60s by Tuesday here in New York City. Low 70s in Indianapolis. Atlanta, you'll be touching 80 by Tuesday. That's what's going on around the country. Here's what's happening in your neck of the woods. That's your latest weather. Hashtag PSSP.
All right, we've got a quick pop star sneak peek for you, and we've got a record breaker to kick things off. This new show just crushed Hulu's streaming numbers.
It's not a question of if I want to spend the rest of my life with you. It's a question of if I'm cut out to be Mrs. JFK Jr.
There's just a snippet of the wildly popular JFK Jr. biopic series Love Story. The show follows his relationship with Carolyn Bessette. Just set a brand new record, FX most watched limited series ever on Hulu and Disney Plus. The first 5 episodes have been streamed more than 25 million hours.
And that's just one person.
That's right. That's just Hoda.
Just Laura Jarrett.
I'm just telling you guys, it's good. I think you should get into
love
it. It's just so, I don't know, it sucks you in.
It's nostalgia.
It's nostalgia. The music is good.
The fashion we've heard is...
Ryan Murphy makes good TV shows.
He does. He always does.
Well, it's very popular.
Very popular. All right, we're going to get the rest of your pop star in just a bit, plus a special boost to start your morning off right. But first, these messages.
Just ahead, a long-awaited New Music Friday with Harry Styles' album dropping overnight. We're going to check out his new sound ahead of that big concert after your local news.
It's 8 o'clock on Today. Coming up, major shakeup. President Trump firing the head of Homeland Security, Kristi Noem, after a series of immigration crackdowns and missteps.
One of the worst administrative leaders I've ever seen is gone.
She has completely destroyed the high ground that Republicans had.
This morning, the latest on how it happened, the timing of the move, and who will take her place. Then, back in the spotlight. This morning, the latest on Britney Spears.
Black sedan, erratic braking, swerving, and driving with no taillight.
The pop icon arrested on DUI charges years after her high-profile conservatorship battle. The details on that just ahead. And price check as the cost of groceries skyrocket coast to coast.
It's a tough economy right now, and we all have to save wherever we can.
A look at where shoppers are paying more in the store and for delivery. Vicky Wing has the tips and tricks to save you time and money. All that, plus a very magical reunion.
Scared, Potter.
You wish. Harry Styles drops new music.
My friends are in love with American girls.
And Ryan Gosling's Sweet Serenade.
Happy birthday.
It's all ahead in Pop Star today, Friday, March 6th, 2026.
On Michael's 50th birthday trip.
From Athens, Alabama.
From Charleston, South Carolina.
Celebrating our 14th anniversary.
From Dallas, Texas.
Hi, Gracie and Hudson.
Girls trips from Oklahoma, North Carolina, Alabama. From Albuquerque, New Mexico. Here to meet Carson. Cousins trip from Florida and Georgia. Hey, Mom.
It's fun if you know how.
It's singing in Britney's birthdays.
For Princeton, New Jersey.
And East Stroudsburg, PA. To today.
Visiting from Heathwood Hall Episcopal School.
In Columbia, South Carolina.
I see you, Heathwood Hall. And Aiden Gatson there as well, the son of my former co-anchor, Judy Gatson, down at WS Television.
Look at that. Your people out there.
Yes, all of our people outside there on the plaza. That's a Good Friday crowd. Good to see you. Can't wait to get outside and say hello. And look at that. It just keeps going and going around the plaza.
Al might have to go around the horn.
He might. We'll get outside in just a bit. Thank you so much for spending a part of your Friday morning with us. Laura Jarrett filling in, of course, for Savannah, who remains with her family. It's a busy Friday. Let's get right to your news at 8. We're going to begin with that first major shakeup inside the Trump administration. The president firing his Secretary of Homeland Security, Kristi Noem. The move itself coming after a tumultuous year of immigration crackdowns and missteps. NBC's senior White House correspondent, Garrett Haake, joins us now with more on that. Garrett, good morning.
Hey, Craig, good morning. When I spoke to President Trump last night, he told me there was no single reason he decided to replace Kristi Noem in the Department of Homeland Security, and he praised the work that she had done on the border. But his frustration was plainly evident at her Senate testimony this week, in which she claimed that she had his blessing for more than $200 million ad campaign starring herself. He told me he, quote, wasn't thrilled about that, and he joked that he had spent less money than that to run for president. Noem has also faced persistent criticism over the shooting deaths of the 2 Americans protesting ICE in Minneapolis earlier this year, as well as allegations of an inappropriate relationship with a top aide, which she's called tabloid garbage. Now, Noem's firing was welcomed on Capitol Hill by Democrats and even some Republicans who have found her various scandals so distracting. The president has tapped Oklahoma Senator Markwayne Mullin as Noem's replacement. His confirmation process could take a couple of weeks, but Craig, I don't see that being particularly difficult.
All right, Garrett Haake for us from the White House. Garrett, thank you.
Meantime, the Justice Department yesterday releasing previously unseen documents from the Epstein files related to a woman who made accusations against President Trump. Now, the documents include news summaries from 2019 when the FBI interviewed a woman who made those allegations against both Epstein and the president. The woman claims she was assaulted by Trump in the 1980s when she was between the ages of 13 and 15. The president has consistently maintained any wrongdoing. It's unclear whether the FBI considered the allegations credible. The White House did not immediately respond to a request for comment, but has stated in the past that some of the claims in the Epstein files are unfounded and false. Authorities have not accused Trump of any wrongdoing in connection with Epstein.
Also this morning, Britney Spears is making headlines after being arrested on DUI charges just outside of Los Angeles Wednesday night. According to Ventura County law enforcement officials, Spears was arrested on suspicion of driving while under the influence of alcohol and drugs. NBC's Camila Bernal is in L.A. with more on this one. Camila, good morning.
Hey, Craig, good morning. So Britney Spears was released early Thursday morning, and her representative told NBC News that this was an unfortunate incident that is completely inexcusable.
Pop icon Britney Spears arrested on suspicion of DUI involving drugs and alcohol, according to multiple law enforcement sources who also say an unknown substance was found in her car.
Black sedan, erratic braking, swerving, and driving with no taillight.
The dispatcher is heard requesting a drug recognition expert at around 9:30 p.m. Wednesday in Southern California. According to authorities, it was another driver who called 911.
The solo occupant, Ms. Spears, showed signs of impairment and submitted to a series of field sobriety tests.
Spears' car was towed, and she was taken to jail, then released the next morning. The arrest comes after a flood of videos posted recently on her Instagram account. Most of them show her dancing alone in her home, but her account has since been deleted. In a statement, a representative for Britney Spears saying, Britney is going to take the right steps and comply with the law, and hopefully this can be the first step in long overdue change that needs to occur in Britney's life. Hopefully she can get the help and support she needs during this difficult time. The arrest also comes 5 years after fans rallied to free Britney from her conservatorship, the movement captured in the New York Times documentary Framing Britney Spears.
Conservatorship abuse.
Her fans celebrating the end of her court-ordered arrangement, which was granted by a judge in 2021. In her best-selling 2023 memoir, The Woman in Me, she also detailed how nearly every aspect of her life was controlled by others, including her 4-year Vegas residency, which she talked about on Today in 2016.
I don't really see it as a comeback. I think I've never really left. I've always been here.
And the representative for Britney Spears also says that her 2 adult children are going to be spending time with her, adding that her loved ones are going to come up with an overdue and needed plan to set her up for success for her well-being. She is expected in court in relation to this arrest on May 4th. Craig.
All right, Camila Bonaro for us there in L.A. Camila, thank you.
That is the news. And Craig, you got a good boost.
Well, yeah, we'll see if it's good. No, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. By the way, it's a full circle boost as well, Laura Jarrett. So yesterday, Steve Carell stopped by our studio to chat about his new show. Well, he also took a look back at his college comedy troupe, the Burpees of Denison University. And Steve kindly answered a question from one of its members. Guess what? The Burpees posted this sweet reaction to seeing their group on our show. Picture you in a comedy troupe. What's the name of the comedy troupe?
Burpee City Theatrical Company.
Burpees? Yeah. One of the Burpees had a question for you as well.
Okay.
Stand by. This is a question from one of the Burpees. Here we go.
Hi, Steve. I'm Tiana West, the Burpees here at Denison, and I was wondering, what is one...
By the way, notice how much more excited they were about her asking the question.
About their fellow classmates.
Right. I loved it.
There was at least a lukewarm response to seeing Steve.
Go Burpees. Go
cute.
Burpees.
That's cute. And we love a full circle boost there. All right, Carson, what you working on, Popstar?
I love that. I love they recorded themselves reacting.
Yes.
That was great. Guys, coming up, there's obviously a lot of new music to go over and discuss, including the very impressive pop skills that Oscar winner Anne Hathaway is getting ready to show off in her upcoming film.
Oh, all right. First up, Vicky Nguyen. Vicky's going to help us streamline that next trip to the supermarket.
Hey, good morning, guys. Have you ever wondered the best way to shop for groceries? In person, buy online, pick up in store, or just get it all delivered? Well, we teamed up with our local NBC partners to shop at stores across the country to help you save time and money. That story coming up next.
And welcome back. This morning on Today's Consumer, some important advice on how to save time and, more importantly, money at the grocery store.
Yeah, our chief investigative consumer correspondent, Vicky Nguyen, did some shopping across the country and joins us with some surprising findings. You broke out the cart.
Oh, for sure, in multiple places. Good morning to you all. Good morning to you at home. When it comes to grocery shopping, we wondered, does the convenience of shopping online end up costing you more money? And how much do prices vary depending on where you live? Well, to find out, we went to grocery stores with our NBC stations coast to coast, and what we discovered could save you big.
It's a key question when choosing how we grocery shop. Is it better to save money or time?
Time is more important because I hate shopping.
It's a tough economy right now, and we all have to save wherever we can.
In fact, the cost of groceries is now Americans' top economic concern. Since last year, ground beef prices have shot up 15%, orange juice 28%. Prices for bacon, chicken breast, and sandwich bread also rising. But in the battle between cost and convenience, is ordering groceries online pricier than buying them in store? And how much do prices vary at the same retailer in different locations? To find out, we teamed up with our local stations and went grocery shopping at 3 popular stores: Walmart, Target, and Whole Foods. We bought groceries in 14 different areas across the country, from the Northeast and the South to the middle of the country and the West Coast. At each retailer, we shopped the same list of a dozen staple items, all on the same day: milk, eggs, butter, cheese, and bread, coffee, cereal, and orange juice, and fresh meat, veggies, pasta, and tomato sauce. We compared the price of buying our groceries in 3 different ways: shopping in store,
1 gallon, $4.19.
buying online for in-store pickup, and ordering on each retailer's website for same-day delivery. We didn't use store memberships, and we included local sales tax and all applicable fees. When we tallied our totals, the results were eye-opening. In most cases, retailers charged us the same amount, whether we bought in-store or online for pickup. The convenience of shopping from home, saving us time at no additional cost.
You telling me that really inspires me to try it.
For home delivery, we also paid the same prices as buying in-store, but faced extra delivery fees of $9.95 to $13.95, plus bag charges in some areas and optional tips for the drivers. But it was the regional price differences for our groceries that surprised us the most. Of all the Walmarts and Targets we shopped, our team found the lowest prices in Milwaukee. For Whole Foods, we found the lowest prices outside Boston. We found the highest priced Walmarts and Targets in California's pricey Bay Area. No surprise there. But the highest priced Whole Foods was in the South, in San Antonio, Texas. Our groceries cost more there than in the suburbs of New York, New Jersey, San Diego, or LA.
I actually didn't expect that. That's surprising.
In a few cases, we also found different prices for the same item at the same store, depending on location. Our NBC stations WRC and WWBT found a 20% price difference for orange juice just at Walmart's in Virginia. In a statement, Walmart said in part most of its stores use the same prices, but certain commodities can vary regionally due to localized cost and distribution differences. Target told us in part its prices can differ store to store due to local promotions and competition, while Whole Foods said in part its prices may vary due to region-specific promotions, regulatory compliance, and variances in transportation and operating costs. In the end, when we averaged our totals across all three retailers, we found the lowest prices in the middle of the country and the highest on the West Coast. But get this, on average, buying our groceries in the South costs just as much as the Northeast, where median incomes are much higher.
I'm shocked. I think everything is more expensive in the Northeast.
And also remember, signing up for those store memberships can get you discounts on groceries and the free delivery, but those subscriptions typically cost about $100 or more per year. So you got to do the math when you decide whether or not that actually makes sense for you. How often would you get the delivery?
So obviously, if you get the groceries delivered, like if you use Instacart, it's going to cost a little more, but it also saves you time. So how does it balance out?
So some drawbacks. One of our deliveries was a full day late because of driver issues. And then, as you know, sometimes they substitute other things. Or if something's not there, you don't get it. And if you're waiting on something to make a dinner that night and you find out at 4 p.m., oops, I don't have the lemons, I don't have the thing, that can be a hassle. So there are some drawbacks versus going to the store.
I have just found with the produce especially, you want to pick out your own bananas.
A lot of people feel that way.
You want to make sure it's okay. I'll try to write little notes and
but some of the services do let you say
provide that sort of
get it more on
guidance
the
to the
unripe
shopper.
side. No, but it's okay to do
you
that.
Want to pick out your own stuff.
A couple years ago, I remember you told us that you would go to multiple stores.
Yeah, the treasure hunt grocery shopping, which I think we kind of all do, right? Like if you love Trader Joe's, they don't have everything. Costco doesn't have everything. Acme doesn't have everything. And so,
rarely can you get everything at one place.
Right. It's hard to find a one-stop shop.
Save a few bucks.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thanks.
All right. Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Best time of the morning. All right, let's get to Pop Start, guys, for a Friday. We got a lot to get to, so we'll start with Harry Styles, and the wait is over, as you probably know. The Grammy winner back dropping his 4th studio album, Kiss All the Time, Disco Occasionally, and here's a taste of one of his tracks, American Girls.
I've known you for ages, it's all that I've heard. My friends are in love with American girls. I see these ladies all over the world. My friends are in love with American girls.
What do you think, guys? Pump it or dump it?
It's a vibe. Pump it.
Right?
Pump it.
It's got a good vibe.
Yeah.
Doesn't sound like a massive radio hit, but it's got a cool kind of
easy
track
listening.
2, I think, on the record.
Easy listening.
Yeah, easy listening for sure. Tonight, Harry's got a big show going on. He'll be doing that new music for the first time over in the UK. Netflix will be there to record the show, and here's a peek at the trailer for it.
Let me get to work.
Harry Styles, one night in Manchester. What is happening over there? What is going on?
House music by Uncle Al.
Boots and pants, boots and pants. What are you doing? So they're going to do the show tonight in Manchester. No phones. Netflix will have about 48 hours to maybe clean it up, produce it up a little bit. You can watch it on Sunday, 3 p.m. Eastern and noon Pacific. Next up is Anne Hathaway. She's set to play a pop singer in a movie being described as a psychological thriller. It's called Mother Mary. Yesterday, the studio releasing Anne Hathaway's first single off the soundtrack and this teaser.
This is your burial. This is your burial.
lot to unpack there. That song's called Burial. I think that's appropriate. That sort of fits the bill.
Yeah.
By the way, it was written by Anne Hathaway herself, also prolific pop producer Jack Antonoff, Charlie XCX, and Anne's husband, who happens to be the drummer of the band, the 1975, George Daniel. So a lot of heavy powerhouses behind that song. Yeah.
Wow.
What can't she do? Next up, speaking of all talented, we got Ryan Gosling. He's been around the building because he's hosting SNL this weekend. And last night he stopped by The Tonight Show. And at the end of that interview, he pulled off a big birthday surprise for his wife, Eva Mendes, getting her out of the dressing room for this. That was funny because they're so notoriously private, those two, and he just, put her out of her comfort zone with that big, giant happy birthday. We'll see if there's more surprises for her this weekend. We've also got the new SNL promo with castmate Ashley Padilla.
Ryan, I loved your new movie, Project Hail Mary.
Oh, well, thanks. What was your favorite part?
Well, I liked the space stuff and the part where I took out my phone and watched that scene from The Notebook, the one in the rain.
That's what I was afraid of. That was a long time ago.
Who doesn't love a little Notebook throwback? All right, next up, Harry Potter. The on-screen frenemies are getting back together.
One's at the ready.
Scared, Potter.
You wish. From magical to real-life reunions, take a look at those two. Harry and Draco are all grown up. Daniel Radcliffe and Tom Felton, who are, by the way, both currently appearing in shows on Broadway. They shared a sweet little snap there on social. 25 years since their big screen debut. Nothing but love between the two former Potter actors. Felton writing in the caption, broomsticks to Broadway.
That's sweet.
Nice picture, yeah. And finally, Charlie Puth. He sat down with our own buddy Willie Geist, opening up about being name-dropped in Taylor Swift's The Tortured Poets Department album. Do you guys remember this?
We declare Charlie Puth should be a bigger artist.
Okay. Well, here's what he told Willie about how his new album, it's called Whatever's Clever, was partly inspired by those Taylor lyrics.
That's the lyric that inspired this album. Bigger artists means that you have to open up. That's why millions of people can relate to her. And I always felt like I kind of put a cap on how many people could relate to me. And that's a scary thing to open that can of worms.
You don't hear that as like, he's so talented, he should be even more popular than he is. You thought she wants you to be a different kind of artist.
Yeah, it would be advice that I would pass down to other artists too. It's a good push to hear that in a song.
And you can catch more of that conversation coming up this weekend on Sunday Today.
He's on his new album. He's got a great track. He's got Michael McDonald and Kenny G. It's like it's a yacht rock tribute. It's fantastic.
Very cool. Charlie and Willie, both Jersey guys too, right? That's right. All right. Thank you, Carson.
I'm a dad too.
We are heading back to Italy, folks. That's right. Today, the big kickoff of the Paralympic Winter Games, and there she is, Emily Akata. She is there. She's going to preview all of the exciting action. But first, your local news, weather, and these quick messages.
Welcome back. Less than 2 weeks after Team USA crushed it in Italy, bringing home 33 medals from the Winter Olympics. Round 2 is about to begin.
Yes, it is. The Paralympics opening ceremony getting underway just a matter of hours from now. And NBC's Emily Aketa has made her way to Cortina to capture all the magic. Hey, Em.
Hey, not a bad view, am I right? Bellissimo. Whether I am surrounded by the Dolomites to the Agitos here, that's the Paralympic symbol representing how Paralympians with a range of disabilities, their strong will, their resilience, and absolute excellence. Whether it is someone zipping down the mountain 70 miles an hour on a single leg or an athlete shooting a target with just audio cues, their excellence will be on full display over the next week.
Before a breathtaking backdrop, Team USA is getting ready for prime time, with the opening ceremony poised to wow the world today.
You're going to be our flag bearer for the 2026.
Para-ice hockey captain Josh Pauls and para-alpine skier Lori Stevens have been announced as Team USA's flag bearers. Stevens returning to Italy 2 decades after her Paralympic debut in Torino. Stevens and Pauls will be representing 72 Americans from 16 to 54 years old. They will be going for gold across 6 sports: para-ice hockey, also known as sled hockey, in Milan, para-biathlon and cross-country skiing in Tesoro, along with wheelchair curling, para-snowboarding, and alpine skiing in Cortina. We caught up with 2-time Paralympic medalist Andrew Kirka, fresh off his training run.
You're getting some serious air. How would you describe para-alpine skiing for those who are new to the sport?
It's like riding a motorcycle down a mountain with a stainless steel or aluminum frame going 70 miles an hour down a mountain. It's very, very fun.
Exactly 5 years after breaking her back, this weekend, Kelsey O'Driscoll will be making her Paralympics debut. Overcome by emotion, trying on the team gear.
It's not real until you have the Ralph Lauren outfit.
And emotions are running high for 19-time Paralympic medalist Oksana Masters, opening up about challenges she's facing.
The same infection that I had last year that took me out of the winter season is back in my leg.
But vowing to press on in these games.
USA! USA!
Family and fans traveling to northern Italy to witness the 50th anniversary of the Winter Paralympics, after the pandemic hampered celebrations at the last Winter Games.
I love you guys so much.
Describe the environment.
This is crazy cool. Everybody's got a smile on their face. The energy here is just, it's magnetic.
America's sled hockey team is gunning for a record 5th gold in a row in Milan, hoping to build on Team USA's success on the ice at the Olympics.
The United States takes the gold!
Stars like Alyssa Liu, Breezy Johnson, and Jordan Stolz helping bring home 33 medals last month. Now, also looking to make history is Brenna Huckabee. The mom of 2 who lives in Montana could become the most decorated para-snowboarder.
How do you feel going into these games? If you're a fan of sports, you will be a fan of para-sports. Just watch.
And a record 600 plus Paralympians will be competing in this year's games and cheering them on. Maybe you remember Tina, the mascot from the Olympics. Well, this is Tina's brother, Milo, from Milano, who was born with one paw. So he uses his leg to help maneuver around, a sign and symbol of the strong will of all of the Paralympians. Now, guys, the world gets to witness.
That's cool. Love it. And thank you. That was a great preview. Now we're ready for the action.
Yes.
You can watch it. Live coverage of today's opening ceremony starting at 1:30 Eastern over on USA Network, and also, of course, streaming on Peacock.
It's going to be good. Coming up next, a brand new Shop This list filled with fun new spring styles. But first, this is Today on NBC. We are back with an exciting Shop This list that is full of spring style items, including an exclusive sneak peek at Target's latest collaboration with lifestyle brand Roller Rabbit. Shop Today contributor Melissa Garcia is here to share some of the finds from that collection and more. And remember, you can shop everything, put it in your cart, just one click away. You know what to do. Melissa, so nice to see you. Talk to me about this collab.
I am so excited to share this with you. So we all know Target has the most iconic collaborations, and they're recently rolling one out with Roller Rabbit.
Yeah.
It's officially launching tomorrow, so we're giving you an exclusive sneak peek here today. And if you want to make sure you don't miss anything, there's a QR code you can scan, and we will text you the moment this drops so you don't miss anything.
It's going to go so fast.
These go really fast. Like, you really do have to shop these fast. And
How cute are you?
There's me and my daughter, right, with the pajamas. So they have so many things, over 250 items, starting at $5, most ranging around $35. But incredible pieces.
And really soft, cute
really
prints.
Soft, yes. So they have clothing. So for women's, I think that they're known Roller Rabbit for their pajamas and their iconic prints. And I love that this is an accessible price point at $40. My daughter already took both of them, so great. I don't even have them anymore.
You're giving me hope for spring.
I know. Hopefully spring is around the corner. These are such cute maxi dresses. Again, their iconic prints have cute pockets, easy to wear, comfortable. These are going to move fast. They all have inclusive sizing, extra small to 4X. Men's, kids too.
Love it.
Yep, lots
Easy.
of everything.
Okay,
And
we're going on a
accessories-
picnic.
Yeah, they have accessories for the home, beauty, everything. These picnic, how cute are these picnic
Love it.
baskets? Like,
Love it.
honestly, such an Instagrammable moment if you take this with you on a picnic in the spring or summer. They have a nice insulated compartment inside. These really cool picnic blankets, or you can use them for the beach. Really fun. They open up. And I love the tote bags are so cute. Like, such iconic Roller Rabbit tote bags. all from Target. You can get everything here.
I love this little holder too. It's so handy.
The cute melamine plates.
Yeah,
like, so adorable.
So many great
I know,
little finds
such great
there.
stuff. Shop it quick because it will go fast.
It's going to go so fast. Okay, what's next?
So spring trends. We want to show you some more spring trends. So hair. It's all about big, beautiful, beachy waves. This is really cool. So I've seen a lot of hair tools, and I've never seen anything like this. So this essentially is a 2-in-1. So this is a hot brush. So this will hold your hair while you're curling it. Okay. It doesn't clamp down and give you that crease that curling irons normally do.
Look at that.
And it'll give volume. But then if you just move this over, the brush disappears and it turns
into a regular curling iron?
A curling wand. Really easy. It works so
that's
well.
so nice.
So well. It's so cool. I've never seen anything like this before. It works amazing. And then before you add any heat to your hair, you always want to protect it. We use this in my house all the time, my daughter and I. This is from Odell. It's a heat protectant spray. You just spray it on dry hair about 8 to 10 inches away. It protects your hair up to 450 degrees. It adds shine. It protects from frizz. Really, really good product. And paraben and sulfate-free, the brand says.
What is brow glue?
Okay, so glue is a little scary. It's definitely not glue. It's not glue. So it's more of a brow gel. This season we're seeing fluffy brows. So what this does, and I love this because this is another 2-in-1. Normally you have to add a pencil to add color, and then you put gel to hold it in place.
This has
this
it all
is tinted, and it also holds it in place for brand says up to 16 hours. So incredible.
Nice thing for spring too.
Okay, so Target loves to highlight trends, and we're seeing woven trends this spring. So spring break is around the corner. It's here for some. I love the idea of packing hats. I love a great hat on vacation, but I never know what to do with it because I don't want to pack it because it gets all bent out of shape.
Yeah.
This is made specifically for packing. So you can roll this up,
look at that.
put it in your bag, and then it will hold its shape completely.
You don't have to
so
re-fluff
easy
it
to
or
travel with, and it has an inside that is adjustable so it won't blow away.
Great.
And then shoes. Like ballet flats are always a trend, but we're really seeing them a lot this season. I love these so much. I would have worn them, but you probably wouldn't see me behind the bags because I'm 5'1". But these are
they're comfortable though?
They have a memory foam inside, so they're super comfortable. They come in cute colorways, and they're a neutral, and they're a great transition shoe because you get coverage, but you still, it's breathable.
And it doesn't feel like you're like wearing flip-flops.
Yep. So that's
Okay.
it. This is just fun accessories that we're just having in the background. That are adorable. All
they
available
look
at
good for
Target.
spring too. And again, with the woven trend. Melissa, thank you. Just shop these finds and be the first to know when that limited edition collection drops. It's going to go fast. You're going to want to get it. Scan the QR code or head to today.com/shop this list. And of course, Today makes a commission for purchases made through our links. Carson, over to you.
All right, guys, not every day you got a bloomin' onion right here. Look at that, it looks beautiful. Well, we got Chef Greg Backstrom here, our Rockefeller Center neighbor. He's stopping by with not one, but 2 mouth-watering recipes that you can make at home, including this beautiful giant bloomin' onion. But first, this is Today on NBC. All right, welcome back, everybody. We got a treat this morning on Today Food. One of our favorite neighbors, literally like right downstairs here in Rock Center, Greg Backstrom, chef, owner of 5 Acres in Rockefeller Center. This month, Greg is launching the Chef's Best Dining Series. It's packed with fan-favorite dishes from some of the most sought-after restaurants in New York. And we're getting a little sneak peek at 2 of the best items on the menu so you can cook up a little taste of New York for your house. Chef, it's great to see you, man.
Yeah.
Where do you want to start here? This looks great. The bloomin' onion.
We'll start with the bloomin' onion. As you said, like we're doing this. Last time I was here, we were talking about Rock Center programming. Yeah. It was the chalets, the rink, the lighting of the tree. Now we're doing the Chef Best thing where they have all these chefs from around the city bringing dishes to their restaurants that they have here. Yep. I had a bunch of restaurants in Brooklyn. One of them was like my take on Cracker Barrel. Okay. So I did this bloomin' onion as like this sort of affordable appetizer.
How do you make? I never thought you could make this at home.
You can. It's a little awkward, but you just have to leave the root part of the onion, and you just cut it like you would a pie, but don't go all the way through.
Right, got it. And that root's going to hold the whole thing together when it moves.
Correct. And then you would put it in this buttermilk bath. It has eggs to kind of thicken it. We put a little Tabasco, some salt. What happens is you put the onion inside of it, and it softens the onion, making it more malleable.
You just sort of leave it in there for a minute?
You leave it in there for a couple of hours. Overnight is fine too.
Great, okay.
You take a flour mixture. There's cornmeal to give it a little bit of texture and a bunch of spices. You stir it. You take it after it's been marinating. You mix it inside of this flour mixture, and you would fry it like 4 minutes each side, take it out. We serve it with fancy ranch. It's fancy because I got it from like a 3 Michelin star restaurant, and it's the verbatim
I love
recipe.
that.
So that's what you're getting at the restaurant.
How's the bloomin' onion, guys? I mean, this is like a staple in the 80s, if you remember.
Crunchy, that's the cornmeal.
From Outback, yeah.
Outback Steakhouse, baby.
That's good, though.
If you Google bloomin' onion, not a lot of show up in New York. It's a harder thing to get your hands on than you would think.
By the way, you could give onion ring a run for its money a little bit if you cook it right. Like, this is great.
At the restaurant, we would do colossal onions, so they'd be like 4 or 5 times the size, so they would be pretty substantial.
As big as your head.
Yeah, basically.
Delicious.
Okay, so Italian roast beef sandwich, that's like as quintessential as deep dish pizza in Chicago.
Yep.
It's our French dip. So really any inexpensive piece of meat, roast beef, a bunch of spices. This is it's a spice mixture that's actually going to be in my cookbook coming out in a couple of months. It's garlic, onion, black pepper, paprika, and oregano, kosher salt.
Got it.
So that gets coated over this beef.
Yep.
And just until, there's no such thing as too much. Like you want it to permeate. You'll roast it until it's about at like 325 for about an hour and a half until it's medium rare, about 125. Let it sit. Once it sits for about an hour, it'll be cold, and you'll be able to slice it.
Wow. That's pretty easy.
Slice it as thin as you can.
Gotta watch this.
If you don't really want to do all this stuff, you can just buy roast beef from the deli. It's not that big of a deal. The other trick is like with this bone broth. You could buy a fancy bone broth. You can make it yourself. Honestly, what I do at home is to kind of mimic that Chicago Portillo's as best as I can. Is I buy just like a nice unsalted broth, and then I add beef bouillon as the salt to that broth. So it makes it extra beefy, and that's where you're getting the salt. And you want it a little saltier than you would think.
Should folks be doing that with all the broths, like the same with chicken, or?
If it applies to the recipe, I don't see why not.
You guys want to see a pro tip right here?
No, don't do
I heard you had wings at the restaurant the other day.
Yeah. A little bit of
in
beef
the
in the
beer?
beer. Yeah. This mimics a Bloody beer. This is like perfect for Bloody Mary. This broth.
That's a hangover cure. What is that? That's
I don't know.
No, that's just a morning drink for Carson.
Yeah.
So and then the other thing to look out for is when you're doing when you're looking for giardiniera, the smaller cut giardiniera that's packed in olive oil is always better than the big chunky one that's sitting in the brine. It just eats nicer. It's better on the sandwich.
Do you make that from scratch or you just buy it?
We make it from scratch or buy the Vienna one from Chicago. It's going to be better. There's even one called Chicago Caviar. Yeah. And it's like chopped up. It's a nice brand. It's like a chopped up giardiniera that you can put on. And then at the restaurant, like in Chicago, you would have it dunked and it would be falling apart. Right. We have a lot of tourists here, so we put it on the side and people do it however they want.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, Chef, you nailed it, man. That's going to be a really fun experience here. So thanks for making the long trip from 5 acres upstairs. We appreciate it.
About 20 paces that way.
Thanks for taking the escalator up.
You can head over to today.com/food. Let's go over to Mr. Melvin. Craig?
All right. Mr. Roker, my mouth is full. Do we have time for birthdays?
Great thing about 5 acres is great people watching because you're eating, but people are walking by you. It's really kind of cool. All right, let's check out who's on our Smucker's jar today. This is a first. Happy 100th birthday to a member of our extended NBC family.
Oh, my gosh.
Alan Greenspan of Washington, D.C. He served as chairman of the Federal Reserve under 4 presidents. Loves baseball and jazz, and married to his sweetheart, our own Andrea Mitchell.
Yes.
Happy birthday.
Happy
sir.
birthday.
Happy 100th birthday to Joyce Ann Hayes of Irvington, Kentucky. She taught preschool for over 20 years, and her current doctor is one of her former students. Wow. That is fantastic. Edwin Bates of Warminster Township, PA, is 100. His secret to longevity? A big bowl of ice cream every night. Amen. Happy 105th birthday to Clara Bridges of Atlanta, Georgia. This social butterfly loves a big party and family gatherings. Love that smile. Bobby Dillard of Andrews, Texas, 100. A baseball super fan, will not miss a Texas Rangers game. And happy 101st birthday to Peck Hart of Cuba, Illinois, a World War II vet who stays active by going to the gym every day, meeting up with his friends for that daily cup of joe. Way to go, and we thank you for your service.
Yes, we do. All right, thanks, buddy. Again, Alan Greenspan, happy 100.
Yeah. There you go.
We know Andrew's
Raise a
watching
glass
this
to you.
morning. Coming up, third hour of today, we got a star-studded third hour, including Dennis Quaid and John Slattery as well, both of them talking about their new projects. We'll do that after a quick check of your local news, weather, and these messages.
Hey, thanks for watching. And don't forget, you can catch the Today Show every morning on NBC or take Today when you're on the go. Just follow the Today podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen.